What is something you think the opposite sex has no idea about? A man's urge to die a glorious death in battle. Seeing how far back you can get from the toilet with your pee stream and then running up when the stream begins to die. That bro talks actually get deep. We don't talk about breasts all day. How much stuff comes out of our vagina on a regular basis? Like it's not just blood 1 week of the month. It's regular discharge every single day, at least it's every day for me. Edit. It's gotten to the point where I'm honestly just amused by how disgusted lots of guys are. Calm down. It's normal. It's not going to kill you. You have fantasies about coming in girls' butts or eyes or hair. And we don't shame you for it. Most human orifices leak. This is no exception. Edit 2. Thank you for the gold. Also, just to clarify, I know girls judge guys about their kinks. What I meant was more along the lines of any guy who is having sex with a girl and makes crass, mean comments about her vagina as scum because relationships are about accepting one another's weirdness. I don't think that women get that when men want to bang another girl that's not them. It doesn't mean they want to bang them instead of you. Or more than you. Or anything of the like. Men want to bang everything. And if you were the hottest girl ever, and you gave us sex constantly, we'd still want to bang that girl too. But we don't want her to replace you. Which is why we don't. The double stream. A lot of girls carry around the misconception that they're good at sex just because they've never failed to make a guy come. You really need to raise that bar a bit. I could go cut a slit in a couch cushion and screw it until I come. But that doesn't mean my sofa is good at sex. Edit. This isn't to say that a lot of girls are not good. In fact, many become better because they are confident that they are good. This is more geared toward the ones that lay there like they're in a coma and then think they're amazing because the guy is still able to finish. How good taking your bra off feels. It's like freedom. Actually, just boobs in general. If you're a girl, you're at least average looking and you take care of yourself, bathe daily, dress decently, etc. You can literally just ask for sex. No man will ever get offended by it. And you'll get lucky pretty quickly. Edit. Another one. Guys don't resent girls who will sleep with everyone. Guys resent girls who will sleep with everyone but them. As a former young man, most younger guys just want someone to be with them. They don't want boobs. No matter how much they stare at them and talk to them. They just really want someone to be there for them. No matter how much they don't act like it. If you want to have a respectful relationship with a guy, just talk to him enough to make sure he isn't batshit crazy, and if you like what you see, go for it. Girls are way too cryptic about this shit. I missed so many signs in high school. Looking back, guys appreciate the honesty and are very willing to try and make it work. If you are as well. How pretty much any out of the way encounter with a man or men is analyzed for its potential of abuse. A man walking too close behind at night will make most if not all women nervous. Check out the person behind. Wait until the person passes or grab keys in between fingers. Crossing path with a man or men on a walking trail in a secluded area will make a woman check a man out for risks. There is always fear involved. Even if a woman has never been abused. I'm pretty sure women have no idea that some urinals have a little logo to aim at that is strategically placed for minimal splashback. I'm a girl. And when you don't want to be my friend because I won't be your girlfriend. Even if I haven't even led you on once. It pisses me off and it also really makes me sad sometimes. When I have my hands down my pants, that does not mean I am rubbing or even touching my dick. It's just a perfect place to store your hand when they are not in use and it is warm down there. That is, guys have no f***ing idea about hints. Like seriously. If you want me, just like, kiss me or buy me Chinese food. I'm not that hard to please. There is no female hither mind. And we all have our own ideas, motivations, interests, etc. How hard it can be to approach someone you're interested in without coming off as weird or creepy or giving up before you get there. Not necessarily no idea, but the nod. Most men will be taken seriously by salespeople, mechanics, people in service positions. Whereas this can be a real issue for women. I only go to one mechanic, and I went to high school with him, because every other one I've been to has tried to talk down to me and sell me shit I don't need. I've had people trying to sell me a computer talk to my father instead of me, my father who knows nothing about what I need in a computer. Out of 5 different furniture stores my husband and I went to for our new house. Only one salesman spoke to us as equals instead of me as the hapless overspending wife and my husband as the poor put upon bastard whose money I'm spending. The fact that the question "what are you thinking about?" has the unique property of emptying my brain of all rational thought, and most of the irrational ones, leaving the woman in question to be surprised at my internal yet furious debate over what my plan of attack would be if a gunman suddenly broke in. Or why I think certain dinosaurs must have been certain colors. How girls pee. Also, that there exist girls who don't care that you're checking out other girls. Dude. She's hot and those tits take up all of peripheral vision. It's impossible not to stare. How easy it is to hurt our boobs. You can't just walk up and start roughly grabbing our boobs and squeezing them like in porn. These things are filled with delicate glands. That shit hurts. The invisibility of being a below average looking woman. As a relatively ugly woman, you get ignored so much. All those comments about men checking out every woman, etc. don't apply to you. You wouldn't be able to go up to men and ask for sex. You don't get special favors because you're pretty. You're not respected. People don't listen to you. You're never considered. If you're a man and ugly, it's not great but it's okay. You can pretty easily make up for it in other fashions. It's much more difficult to do that as a woman. This whole thread is making me think we need a whole new SX education class. Practical SX Ed. How to shift your boner. The polite way to unstick the scrotum and the tits. How to clean vaginal discharge stains. How men can avoid spraying walls like a feral cat. Maybe not even a class. An Emily Post style book? Periods has already been said. And while it's true the pain and cramps isn't fun, the emotional ride isn't a joyride either. I once had to explain to 2 guys that I realize I am more emotional on my period, but just because I realize it doesn't mean I can freely control my emotions. They both full-heartedly believed that most girls just don't realize that they are more emotional on their period, and if they did realize it, then they can just turn them off. I wish it was frickin' like that. We have lived with our periods way longer than you have probably known us. You think we don't realize that it can drive us on an emotional roller coaster? You think we enjoy our emotions being thrown around? Are you insane? When my male co-workers complain to our supervisor about an employee, it's taken seriously. When I complain, often the exact same complaints, I'm told that it's something I'm doing wrong or I'm completely ignored. So incredibly frustrating. I think it's interesting that several guys have commented that women don't understand the limitless raging power of men's sex drives. Which is probably fair enough. But we all know that unfortunately the world is made up of a lot of good people but also a lot of shitty people. And a lot of people who lack self-control. So why is it that guys, good guys, have such a hard time comprehending what it's like to be a girl living in a world full of uncontrollably HRNY men? I hate that you have to deal with the psychological disappointment that I might be scared of you walking down the street. But the reality is that I've already been creeped on in some way 15 times that day. And I'd rather be safe than sorry. This is also why a perfectly innocent compliment or smile might be met with a grimace or huff. That's not the first time we've heard that today. Unfortunate reality. TLDR, women are hit on a lot. Too much. It's rough to feel like an object when you'd like to feel like a person. Particularly on a bad day. Maybe it's just me, but I hate when guys use the scale around me. Oh, she's a solid 8. No way. Definitely a 7. 4 inches. It always makes me compare myself to that girl and wonder what I would be. A good, comfortable-ish bra is a treasure beyond measure. And if you ever decide it would be a good idea to something odd to it as a joke, we may have to hurt you if you mess it up. Seriously, those things are expensive. The first poop you have after you've given birth vaginally is possibly more scary than the birth. Everything is so sore and broken down there, it sort of feels like if you push, you'll push out your insides, your vagina will fall apart. How important it is to be treated with respect. By this I mean, if you ask me to do something, trust me to do it. Treat me like a capable grown-up and not like some child that needs to be supervised, monitored, or even casually checked up on. Don't offer advice on the best way to do something unless I ask for it. And at the other end, if there is something I do that you're impressed with, then tell me about it. If you are the most important person in the world to me, then your words of affirmation are more important than anyone else's. And the lack of them cuts deeper than it would from anyone else. I don't think girls realize that when we say we don't care or give a shit about something, we're serious. It's not some passive aggressive way of saying you should know what we want or guess what it is. We just don't f***ing care, plain and simple. Men don't take the time to completely understand birth control. By that I mean the defects and what it does to a woman's body mind. As long as a girl has it, men feel secure. The grooming and self-care involved with the female body to keep up with the expectations of a society on the average female. How annoying it is to have boobs. They get in the way. Super sensitive during that time of the month. And they get so sweaty when it's hot. Don't even get me started on bras. I get that they make my boobs look good. But sometimes I'd rather just go without. When you're getting ready to jerk off but now you have to take a shitty and now you have a boner but you decide to shitty anyway and you have no place to put your CCK because it doesn't fit, so you shove it in the bowl and your DCK touches the water. I hate it when my DCK touches the water. It gets worse. Now you've got to pee too, but it's so hard to pee with a boner sitting down, so you stand up before whipping and piss. Now your boner is dead and you're just like, FCK it. I'm not gonna spank it. Waking up in the morning before your alarm goes off. You have a good chunk of time that you can sleep in. So you roll over. All of a sudden you have your massive morning wood and you also prefer to sleep on your stomach. Finding that perfect, comfortable spot. But when you do, it's pure bliss. And over all the years it gives your DCK a nice upwards curve. Hand jobs. Seriously ladies. I always appreciate the effort. But I can do that myself. And much more efficiently. When women are on their period, it isn't a constant stream or trickle of blood. You can be blood free for hours and then, bam, you sneeze. And suddenly the floodgates of Zool open up in your vag. That regardless of whether I just want to cuddle with you, be held or hold you, cutely give a quick kiss and be simply content with my relationship and life as of that very moment. I still think of having sex with you. Every day. Everywhere. On the counter. On the sink. In my bed. On your bed. In your gaming room. On my couch. In the car. At school. At the movies. I literally think of this way too much for what might be healthy. But I cannot stop myself from thinking about it. And it's not the sex. I cannot stop myself from thinking about sharing that moment with someone as special as you. Edit. Please don't remember my Reddit name. Sweetie. Please. A lesson I learned the hard way. When a woman is telling a man about their problems, they aren't asking for advice, solutions, or what to do. They don't want to hear what you have to say. They just want to tell you about their problems. If they want advice, then they will ask for it. If they don't ask, then please, for your own good, shut up, listen, and sympathize. Having to pee in a public restroom where the urinals don't have dividers. To make it even use of, it's one of those places that isn't fancy enough for urinals and use a large tub to pee in. Makeup. They just don't get it. If it looks like I have no makeup on, mission accomplished. I feel like guys have no idea how effort it takes to get a natural look. They always say a guy hate makeup on women, but they have no idea. And they have no idea the embarrassing amount of money I have spent on beauty products to achieve the no makeup look. There is no universal Jean pant size. You could be a 12 in one store and a 6 in another. Some jeans fit better than others. For example, Old Navy has like 4 different fits, at least, and then the jeans and dress pants fit differently. So, basically women take a long time shopping because FCKU. And we don't all enjoy it. Older women will shitty loudly in a public restroom and then exchange pleasantries with you over the sink. No fucks given. Women's restrooms are disgusting and often have blood on the floor. Not all girls are evil bitches who hate other females. I'm a female and I love meeting new females. My husband is baffled by this. Because his ex hated girls. How can you be a girl and hate girls? It blows my mind. Sitting on my nuts. It only happened once. But it was one of the worst things that has ever happened to me. Well, maybe this isn't what you're looking for. But I swear that at least 60% of women have never been told that toilets can be flushed. I've been cleaning bathrooms at 2 different jobs for a little while. And at least half the toilets are always unflushed in the women's. Seriously. Pass along the message to all your female friends. Toilets can be flushed. I've been cleaning bathrooms at 2 different jobs for a little while, and at least half the toilets are always unflushed in the women's. Seriously, pass along the message to all your female friends. The need to sex everything is biological. It's not just that or that she might be prettier or not than you. Men's body is designed to FCK. Fight and die. And we don't do a lot of fighting or dying right now. A man's need for respect. I think in many cases the need for respect may exceed the need to be loved with men. When you ovulate you get thicker, milky colored discharge. Also that damn awkward nipple tingle that itches and you are in public and trying so hard not to be noticed and you try and rub it to relive the tingly feeling. And frontal wedges. I'm gonna say taking a long, relaxing bath, getting out, drying off, and having trapped water gush out your vagina after you decide to sit down somewhere. When us girls are taking a shower and some head hair shimmies its way in between our booty cheeks and ya pull it out. With earlier threads in mind. No. We men don't sit on our balls. They are placed in front of our bodies when we sit. The urge every man has to be part of a heist. Doesn't matter what you do. As long as you participate.